Taurus, this is your weekly tarot reading. This is for November 8th through the 15th, 2019. Woo! Halfway through November, huh, Taurus? I hope you're doing well. We're going to do a couple cards for out of my oracle decks. You got your full moon coming, Taurus. Okay. This is an enchanted map. Sacred Pool, and it's reversed. And then we're going to take one out of the Angels and Ancestors deck. It's going to be the basis for your reading this week, for this week's reading. Oh, you guys must be exhausted. My eyes just got heavy. Wow. Okay. Spirit Fox. It's about trusting your talents in changing times. Oh, and that's not easy for you, Taurus, because you're not an adaptable sign. I think you're being asked to be more adaptable. That is a challenge, huh? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to just look at the enchanted map, this card real quick. Sacred Pool. I don't think I've ever had that one. So, and it's reversed, so it means even more. Sacred Pool. So, it can be difficult to overcome denial when there's a reward for staying where you are. If you can't accept and love yourself, you remain trapped, wearing a false mask of victimhood. The benefits of embracing denial and the victim's mask is that you never have to take a risk. Dimming your light serves no one. Turning away from the truth that is reflected in the stillness of the sacred pool keeps you in denial. Doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Such vain efforts lead to tedious, boring existence. Take the risk and shine your beautiful light into the world. Look in the mirror and see the truth. Surrender the need to self-sabotage. That's pretty tough, Taurus. Remember that you have a responsibility not only to yourself but to the divine spark within you. Courage is not the absence of fear. Accept the discomfort and seeing with clear eyes, and you'll soon find that wondrous adventure are waiting for you. Step into your magical life. Take the leap of faith. So let me ask you something, Taurus. Is playing safe keep making you happy? Keep picking the same people, the same relationships, leaving at the same time with alternate plan? Is that making you happy? We know the answer because it wouldn't be here if it was. Right? So, when you look in the mirror, who do you see? And do you put that person down? Or are you in awe by the person you see? Taurus, this could be about you or somebody you're dealing with. It could resonate all or in part. Spirit Fox is asking you to trust your talents in changing times. I don't think you're going to be allowed to stay there, Taurus. It's just a feeling I got. So you might want to prepare for this. Okay? Because it maybe that's the reason why things keep happening the way they keep happening. I know you're asking yourself that. I've seen it come up in many of your readings. And I know that you're saying, it's not my fault, it's not my fault. But what's a common denominator? I mean, what's a common factor here? You? Or is it someone else's life? I know it's harsh, Taurus. But you know me. You know I don't pull any punches. I've been there. I went through that in the last 5 years. Made a lot of excuses. Why I couldn't be, want, whatever, this and that. We all go through it at different times. Okay, let's do your reading now. Let's talk about what Taurus needs to. And it's about the mask, Taurus. Who are you? Do you know that? And if you don't start believing in yourself now, then when will you? And how can you expect anybody to treat you the way you don't even know what you want if you can't look at yourself and truly know who you are? How could you know what you want? It's just what everybody else tells you or what people say is going to work. Four of Swords reverse is the forced separation, the separation that's been forced upon you and the illness that you're trying to recover from, or the sadness, or the depression, or even a death. High Priestess says, where's your intuition? Have you been following it? Are you tapping in yet? Because she's upright, I would say the answer may be yes. That's a good sign, Taurus. Third card says, still hanging on to the burdens, still bearing that cross, or the crosses, or the pain, or the masks. But it does look like, I mean, you're hanging on to it. It's a good time to release right now, especially on the 12th. That's your full moon. For some reason, feels like it's going to be a big one for you. Okay. Full reverse says a couple of things. Continuing to do the things that you've done and expect different results is being the fool, right? You know what they say, Taurus. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. And it's easy to say that when it's someone else's life, isn't it? But when it's yours, the full reverse talks about not wanting to be the fool, not wanting to take a risk. And how that's keeping you stuck. It seems to be the whole basis of this, huh? Okay, 8 of Wands. Well, that's about movement. It's about communication. What do you need to say, Taurus? What do you need to communicate? And where do you really want to go? If you were brave and you could face anything, what would you do? How can this big bull, this strong powerhouse of an energy, not want to embrace the change that could make you happy? Not want to take a chance on what could really make you happy? What is that, lady? It's breaking out of your cage. It's getting to know yourself. It's taking a risk on your life, your own life. How can you be worth it? How can you know you're worth it when you don't feel like that? It's such a loss. 9 of Cups reverse says, this is not your wish. This is not your wish. You want to communicate something that this is not your wish? What's not your wish, Taurus? What is it that you don't wish? Okay, we're going to talk about the Four of Swords now. Ace of Pentacles. Well, the separation, the illness, the death may be what is going to give you the new start. And help you to see the truth. I want you to see this. There's 2 aces here. These are gifts from the divine. They're talked about the divine in this card here. The sacred pool. And how your actions and where you're at in your life does not seem to be reflecting what the divine has in store for you. It's not reflecting your divinity. The God spark within you. Why is that, Taurus? Who put it out? And when will you stop giving them your power? You're not in your power. Oh, you think you are, but you're not. Four of Cups says, you're not seeing what's right in front of you because you're just being bored with the same old thing, right? You're not seeing the love and the spark of the divine right in front of you. The gift. What's the gift, Taurus? It's you. You're the gift. Okay. High Priestess. King of Wands. Well, the King of Wands is somebody that knows who they are, knows who they want. They're passionate and they're fire. This person believes in themselves, has ambition, and he's an entrepreneur, he starts a business. He believes in other people. He knows people have his back. He's not afraid to move forward. And it kind of feels like somewhere inside, you know that you're this person, but you're not living this. You're not. You're not being honest with yourself about that. The King of Pentacles, this is earth energy here. This is where you're at. This is somebody that doesn't tell the truth, that doesn't keep their finances straight, and sometimes is with people for financial security because that's all they can see. Taurus, why are you giving your power away? If you had your own financial security, you wouldn't give it away, would you? You wouldn't be tempted by people saying, oh, I can take care of you. Let me help you. Would you? If you were able to give yourself that, what you seek, or what you feel you lack, well, then you wouldn't have to put up with the things that you've been putting up with, would you? Just some thoughts. Excuse me. Magician reverse says, well, maybe you wouldn't fall for people's tricks because they want something too. If this is a contract or an agreement because one does not want to look at oneself, then the opposite party is the same thing you get. Another person that doesn't want to look at oneself, that wants you to fix them. Reciprocity, however it looks, is still reciprocity. Okay? You receive what you give. You don't get what you're not willing to give. Pretty simple. If you cannot give it, if you cannot have it in yourself, how can somebody else give you what you can't even, what you don't have? And how can you give what you don't have? It's really simple, huh? But not. Let's talk about this cross you're bearing, this burden. Well, that would be about an empress. This is the divine feminine. This is the one that got away, huh, Taurus? So what you going to do about it? This is not the safe partner you're with, is it? That's a burden. This is somebody that walked away from you or you walked away from. Okay, let's get another card, please. Well, somebody was trying to get the swords out of their back. The betrayal. Was that them? Is that why they walked away from you, Taurus? Or did they stab you in the back? The Divine Feminine, this card reversed, it could have been them. The Empress is also Taurus's energy. Yeah, it is. And when she's reversed, she has an ulterior motive too, just like the King of Pentacles reversed. It's kind of like confirmation of that agenda, you know? Okay, so we have the Fool reverse saying, I don't want to be a fool. I don't want to take a chance on what? Love? The lovers. The lovers. Don't want to take a chance on love. Six of Pentacles. Do not want to take a chance that you'll get equal treatment. If this is somebody that you mistreated, I could see why. If this is the relationship you're in, well, it kind of looks like you are being treated equal then. Is that what's really going on here? That you are happy? But see, if that was the case, this wouldn't be here. So there's something else going on. The World. This is the end of the cycle. Get another card. Page of Wands. So, not wanting to be the fool about somebody you feel like you have a soulmate connection with. Somebody that you still love, you love deeply. Somebody that I have this that you can be abundant with. It's kind of like you want to give them, make good decisions by them, right? Be honorable. Finish the cycle in an honorable way. That's what the World upright is. Not make the same mistakes, right? And I have this Page of Wands reverse that says, I can't do that. I don't know how to do it. I can't do it. I have no... This is a page. This is like so little ambition. Ooh, it's not good news. Or receiving not good news. I don't know. One more card here. Not being able to fight through it. See your way through it. This is also about being defensive. What are you fighting, Taurus? What are you fighting? This person's already gone. What are you fighting? We have the Eight of Wands. That's about communication or forward movement. And then we have the Eight of Swords. And this is about feeling imprisoned and blocked and trapped and not being able to see through your own thoughts. Big two contradictions. The Eight of Wands could also be download, realizing how blocked you are, that you're receiving information from your divine self saying, dude, you're blocked, or woman, you're blocked. And then the Four of Pentacles reverse. Well, this is about releasing it. Maybe it's time to release this. Release all of this control. Whether it's the old person or new person or wherever you're at. Here's Judgment. And that is good, good, good. Because, oh man, I feel like I'm drunk. Oh, I don't drink. Okay. Don't do drugs. I drink coffee. So, Judgment, wow. Making good decisions. You want to make good decisions. Judgment upright. I don't want to repeat the same cycles. I want to learn. I want to make good decisions. That's the right answer. One more card here. Nine of Swords says, well, you're really struggling with the house and the releasing. This is just tormented thoughts, nightmares, unable to sleep. But I think you always had these, right? This isn't just about the situation. It's not just this situation. It's your life and the way you've been living it, right? Okay, so let's talk about the Nine of Cups. It's not what you wish to be, this single guy that's in the throes of addiction or obsession. That's the way it looks. It doesn't look good. An imbalance emotionally. You're not balanced emotionally, not doing well. I'm sorry about that. What are you hiding from the sunlight? What do you don't want to come out? It has to come out. The truth has to come out. So you can have peace. So you can move forward, because how many years have you been stuck, Taurus? It's time to build your own life. It's time for you to build you. Not somebody else to come build with you. You build you. And then you might have a chance. But here's that card of not being able to move forward because your light and dark side are not on the same page. You don't have any balance here. Balance is important. That's one of the reasons why choosing certain kind of partners or unable to have relationships work. If you're out of balance inside with your emotions, thoughts, and mind, body, soul, then it's going to reflect in the outside. It's just the way it is. But here you go. Here's the Hermit. Here's where you step aside, withdraw, and you kind of look for guidance. Pray for guidance. You have been getting guidance. You've been ignoring it because you don't want to release the control. I know. It's hard to believe that releasing the control will get you exactly what you want, but it's true. Because it's about having faith, not fear. Control is about fear, not about faith. What you resist persists, you know that. And the change is here anyway. So embracing it will help make the transition easier, Taurus. Let's get you an oracle card. So if I was to give you homework for the week, just coming through the messages, would be to consider your biggest hurdle right now and ask yourself if this is a repeating pattern. And then ask yourself, after you evaluated your own actions, if you have empowered yourself to receive better things. Okay? And then go from there. Reveal the truth that has long been hidden. I couldn't have picked a better card for you, Taurus. This is an angel, and she has actually DNA in her hands. These are light codes. The openness, the ability to be open about receiving new information to help you get through the change will really help, that you will get what you need to be more adaptable, Taurus. It's all about the faith I know you don't want to hear that, but I love you anyway. Take care.